All right, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. The rumor mill is absolutely turning right now, and today we're going to dig into all of it, the hype, the reality, and what it all means. We've got insights from internal testing, what people are saying online, and even a pretty funny accidental leak directly from Samsung. So let's get into it. You know, with any new flagship phone, this is always the big question, right? Is this just a tiny incremental upgrade, or is it a genuine game changer? For the S26 Ultra, the rumors are pulling us in two completely different directions. On one side, we have a pretty underwhelming charging upgrade, but on the other hand, a super exciting new privacy feature. Let's try and figure out what's real and what's just hype. Okay, so let's get the kind of out of the way first. This is the stuff that has a lot of fans feeling a little let down today, and it's all about something we do every single day, charging your phone. So the big number floating around is 60 watts. Now look, that's an increase from the 45 watts on the S25 Ultra, which on paper sounds pretty good, but the real question is, what does that 15 watts bump actually get you? Is it going to save you a meaningful amount of time when you're rushing out the door? Well, these numbers are from leaked internal tests, and they tell a pretty clear story. After half hour of charging, the new 60 watt system gets you to 75% full. The old one, 72%. Yeah, that's a tiny 3% difference. For half an hour of your time, you barely going to notice that, right? And to make things feel even more incremental, the battery itself doesn't seem to be getting a major boost. The rumors have the device getting a small bump up to 5,200 milliamp hours. So the takeaway here is pretty clear. We are not looking at some revolutionary change in how long your phone lasts or how fast it charges. And get this, that tiny little bump in speed is apparently only for the top of the line Ultra model. The S26 Plus and regular S26 are expected to be stuck in the exact same 45 watts and 25 watts charging speeds respectively. No change at all. When competitors are hitting 90 or even 120 watts charging that can fill a phone up in like 20 minutes, a 1 hour charge time for a flagship Ultra phone in 2026 feels like it's falling a little behind. Let's move on to something I'm actually looking forward to, the privacy display. Samsung today accidentally leaked one of their coolest new features. The privacy display is basically a built-in privacy screen. You know those screen protectors that make it impossible for the person sitting next to you to snoop in on what you're looking at on your phone? It's that, but it's baked right into the hardware. So you can just toggle it on and off. And that is a huge deal because a hardware solution is way more secure than just software gimmicks. Okay, a built-in privacy screen protector sounds awesome, but we've heard rumors like this before. So how do we know this one is real? Well, the way we found out is actually the best part of this story. See, Samsung put out this big official announcement for its Good Lock software. They were trying to get people excited about fairly standard stuff. You know, new animations, custom backgrounds, resizing, the usual UI tweaks. But somebody at Samsung must have missed this because right there in one of their own promotional screenshots, clear as day, was a toggle labeled privacy display. Yikes. In a post about minor software tweaks, they accidentally confirmed one of the S26 Ultra's biggest new hardware features. They just gave away the game. And let me tell you, this isn't just some minor feature. This accidental leak is a way bigger deal than those little charging specs, because it turns out this is a feature that solves a real world problem that people have, right? And they genuinely are excited for it. I've been seeing a lot of comments online. Everybody's jacked for this new feature. So many of us go out and about, right? You get stuck with those cheap, flimsy privacy screen protectors that you have to stick on. They're always a pain in the ass. They can make the screen dim, and worst of all, they almost always mess with the fingerprint sensor. A solution that's built right in sounds awesome. That solves everything. That's actually really dope. Samsung brings the new innovations to the market. You cannot take that away from them. And this thing sounds seriously advanced. It's not just a simple on or off switch. It needs a special new type of OLED panel, which is probably why it's only coming to the Ultra model. The leaks suggest you can turn it on for specific applications like banking apps. And get this, it'll even use AI to automatically turn itself on or off when it detects someone is peeking over your shoulder. That's real innovation and the kind of AI I would like to use. So what are we left with here, right? We got two totally different stories. One is about a phone that's barely moving forward. The other is about a phone with a clever, useful feature that people actually want. So what's the verdict on the S26 Ultra? It really is a tale of two phones, isn't it? It feels like a genuine mixed bag. On one hand, you have the same old story, repetitive, tiny, incremental bumps in specs like charging and battery that you probably won't even notice. But on the other hand, you've got this genuinely revolutionary new Samsung M14 OLED panel with a privacy display feature that solves real-world problems. That new OLED panel Samsung is coming out with on this S26 Ultra is also getting a newer anti-reflective 2.0 type of upgrade to be even less reflective than the current model. For most of us who buy a new phone, one of the first rituals of ownership is the application of a screen protector. Leaker Ice Universe has declared Samsung, quote, the killer of screen protector manufacturers, unquote, due to several key display upgrades that the S26 Ultra will offer. In his new post on X, Ice Universe explains how the new Ultra Samsung phone will make third-party protectors apparently unnecessary. To start with, the new Gorilla Glass material that the S26 Ultra's screen is made of is tougher than ever, seemingly tough enough to apparently make tempered glass screen protectors irrelevant. The phone's next generation Gorilla Glass boasts unprecedented scratch and crack resistance. This new ultra high strength material is reportedly designed to be so resistant to micro scratches and impacts that the added trouble of applying, say, a tempered glass screen protector becomes basically irrelevant. When it comes to a flagship phone these days, what does Ultra really even mean anymore? Is it just about having the biggest numbers on a spec sheet, even if they don't really change anything? Or is it about clever, meaningful innovations that actually make your day-to-day life better? The answer depends on you and what you use your phone for. Only you can answer that question. Let me know in the comments down below. I cannot wait to have this discussion with you today. Are you planning on getting the S26 Ultra? If so, why? If you are passing on it, inform me why that is and what other phone you're planning on getting in its place. Thanks for joining me today. As always, I appreciate your time, and I'll check back with you on the next one. Peace out.